Hello, I'm Rachel Richards, licensed massage therapist. So happy to be back on Melissa's channel. If you don't love yoga, you will after doing just one of Melissa's classes. It is amazing. She puts out content every week, free yoga classes, so subscribe because it's good to take advantage of that. So today we are doing a collaboration on necks, neck pain, neck tightness, neck achiness. A lot of you who work at computers or sitting at desks all day know what I'm talking about. Really any job, anything that has us working forward in front of us with our hands out in front, you can get a lot of neck pain from that. So I'm going to do a self-massage that you can follow along with, and when you're done, head over to my channel because Melissa has done a wonderful yoga routine to also alleviate your neck pain. Take a comfortable seat, and we're going to start off by taking a soft fist and placing it right under the mastoid process, which is that bone right behind the ear, right under that hard bone, right into the soft tissue, and start to just glide down. This is myofascial release, so you're not pulling or forcing, you're just letting the tissue take you. If your skin is very dry, you can use a little bit of lotion, but make sure it's just a tiny bit because you don't want to slip and slide all over. So just working your way down, letting the tissue take you, really nice, relaxed. You can use as much pressure as feels good to you. Nothing should hurt, it should all feel good here. And now, if you want to add a little bit of a stretch or up the intensity a little, you can start to bring your opposite ear towards your shoulder as you work your hand down. Take a deep breath while you do this. It's nice and slow and soothing. And when you get all the way to the base of the neck or top of the shoulder, you're going to start again, but moving just a little bit back. So now a little bit behind the ear. Go ahead and make your soft fist and start to work your way down. Again, if you want to increase the intensity, you could start bringing your opposite ear towards your shoulder. Breathe here and enjoy it. If you find a spot that's particularly tight or achy, just stop and hang out there for a little while until it starts to melt out and feel a little better, and then continue on your way. Great, and one more time, reaching a little farther back, and go for it. You might have to turn your head a little bit to reach. And bringing the ear towards the shoulder if you want to get a little stretch in there. And now let's do the opposite side. So take your soft fist, put it right underneath that bone, under the ear, and start your way down nice and easy, bringing your opposite ear towards your opposite shoulder for a little more of a stretch. Breathe, enjoy. Feel the tissue melt under your fingers as you go down, almost like butter left out on a counter, and it's warming and softening and melting. If you feel your bones, if you feel your vertebrae and it's uncomfortable, just move your hand a little behind so that you're not right on those transverse processes that stick out. Just move a little bit behind so you're not pressing right on the bone. Okay, and move a little behind the ear now and start your way down. Smile a little bit, it really helps. And opposite ear towards the shoulder if you want. If you feel a place that's a little stuck, hang out there for a bit. See if you can melt that butter. Breathe all the way down to the base of the neck. And turn your head a little so you can get a little bit more behind and start to work your way down. This one feels good. I think I'm pretty tense over here. You can add as much pressure or as little pressure as you like. Really good. Now we're going to work some front muscles called sternocleidomastoid, or SCM. It's those big muscles that stick out on me. They stick out a lot. I've got really prominent ones so you can see very well. If you turn your head and bring your ear down, you'll feel one pop out. So just grab it sort of in between your thumb and pointer finger. And then once you have it, you can bring your head back up to your starting position and just make some little circles massaging it. It might be really tender, so just lighten up if that's the case. So I'm just making little circles like this. Okay. And I'm working my way down, making little circles like that all along the length of the muscle. Sternocleidomastoid. It's a mouthful. All the way down to the clavicle. And now start at the top again. And what you can do now is just give it a stretch. So bringing the opposite ear towards the shoulder, you can give it a stretch. You might feel it pull all that cranial fascia that gets so tight. It really is part of the whole structure. And these get very tight with forward head position, or if you're looking down all the time, great to release these. Good. Myofascial release all the way down the length of the muscle. All the way to the clavicle. All right, let's do the other side. So ear towards the shoulder and turning your head down a little so you can get it. And little circles. You'll probably find that one side is more tender than the other. Just be gentle and patient. Sometimes when it's tender, it feels good with firmer pressure. It feels like you're really getting it out. And just circles, working your way down. Try to move it a little bit. See if it's stuck to some underlying structures, if you can unstick it. Kind of make it move independently. Differentiate from other muscles. Sometimes stuff gets all stuck together when we're in one position for a long time. So we want to get each thing moving on its own. All the way down. And then again, start at the top. And we'll give it a nice little myofascial release and stretch. And if you start to lose your grip on it, just come on back and gather it up and go again. Breathing here, it could be intense. If you want to stretch it even a little more, you can start to turn your head towards it as you bring your ear towards the opposite shoulder. And all the way down to the clavicle. Ooh, could get pretty tender at the clavicle. Did on me. Maybe hang out there for a little bit. Really nice. Let's do the back of the head. So those suboccipitals that get so tight when we have a forward head, you're going to go right underneath the base of the cranium where you feel that big bone ridge, right underneath where it's a little softer. So kind of right there on either side of the spine. Here's the base of the cranium, right underneath. So kind of right under the hairline. Go on either side of the spine, and I'm going to take my fingers like this, and you're going to spread that tissue, okay? Open it up and spread it. If you need to soften it a little more, if it's really tight, just bring your head back a little bit to slacken the tissue. And then as you spread outward, going outward that way. You can start to drop your chin towards your chest if you want to give it a little more stretch. Working all the way out to the sides of the neck. And then moving to the next vertebra, down. So slacken, gather up the tissue on either side of the vertebra, and you'll know where it is because you'll feel a bone sticking out. You'll feel that spinous process of the vertebrae sticking out behind. So you don't want to press on that. You want to go on either side and start to spread as you start to look down. If that's too intense, just keep your head up where it is. All the way up. And let's go to the next segment right underneath that. Using 4 fingers and melting it out. Opening up the back of the neck. And next segment. Feel a nice stretch. And last one, right at the base of the neck. Spread that out. If you feel a particularly tender spot, again, just hang out there for a little while and let it melt. Excellent. Give your shoulder a squeeze. Grab that upper trapezius. Give it a squeeze. I'm kind of pinching in between the finger, the thumb and the forefinger. And squeeze. Give yourself a nice upper trapezius hug. Could be tender. And other side. Squeeze that up. Good squeeze on the shoulders. We could all use that. That's great. Roll the shoulders back. Sit up nice and tall. Feel the freedom in your neck. Feel it can move around a little easier. Very nice. Well, do subscribe to Melissa's channel. Give it the thumbs up if you like this video. Come on over to my channel and see the video that Melissa made for me, and subscribe to my channel as well. Comment below and let me know how this worked for you. Thanks so much for watching.